afternoon, everyone. I will call to order the November 3rd Community Programs Committee meeting. And Lori, will you take attendance?
I will. Julie Lord, Councilmember Brennan, Elizabeth Greenwood, Councilmember Moskowitz, Glenn McKinnon, Eric Amberger, Linda O'Brien, and Seth.
Gold.
Greenwood.
It wouldn't be the first time.
I'm just trying to. Yeah.
And
That's a good one.
I will take a motion to approve the minutes from the October 6th meeting. So second,
I'll second.
all those signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, those minutes are approved. I'm not aware of any public comment.
That one.
Okay, then we'll move into community programs items, Lori.
Alrighty, so our fall movie nights, we had 2 of them. We had a really nice turnout. One of which a mom came up at the end of the night and wanted to thank us because it was her son's birthday and she let him stay up extra late to go to the movie. So that was one of his presents. So she was thrilled about that. And we hope to expand it next year and start them for the rest of the season. Red Cross Blood Drive, I don't have the exact numbers, so do you remember?
26.
26.
26 units.
We met, just exceeded actually their goal for us, which was
Yeah,
great.
their goal for a first time drive is 25.
That's
We went
awesome.
26. So
Right.
we just made it very smooth, I thought. It was
Yeah,
great.
but we were talking about maybe doing it in the spring and the fall, and
Yeah.
that seems to be a nice
Yeah, it was
kind
good.
of ebb and flow
I think it's awesome.
as well.
Yeah, that was wonderful.
There was never a time when there was nobody there. I mean, there was always people in and out the whole day, so
Yeah.
it went great.
And the venue was perfect. No, it's
Yes.
wonderful. Our Halloween parade, the weather last week was amazing, and we had a record turnout, and 200 plus bags of candy were given away. A special thanks to Chief Koshan and the police department for holding an open haunted house, and to all those who donated jars of peanut butter for Niski Now Holiday Drive. And a nice little turnout for that. Yeah. Ski Club update. To date, we have 50 participants for Ski Club, and our bus is filled with a wait list, which is another good year for our Ski Club. Toys for Tots collection. Our annual Toys for Tots collection will begin as soon as I receive our boxes. They had an issue with moving their location, so they're a little behind. But the collection will run through December 9th. Last year, we were the largest collection within the town, filling 6 large Toys for Tots boxes, and they were packed perfectly, not just thrown in, so there were a lot of toys in there. And we'd like to exceed that again this year. And as soon as we receive our boxes, I will send out a town-wide blast, letting everyone know the collection is beginning. Things of my very own, we are fortunate enough again to be named a host site for these gift tags. Once the tag has been received, I believe it will be Monday. And we can open up on November 11th. Everybody has to open up at the same time. And again, a town-wide blast will be sent. Last year, we gave out 230 tags to deserving families. It was wonderful. Parents' Night Out will be held Saturday, December 3rd from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. for children ages 4 to 10. The fee is for each child is 1 new unwrapped toy for tots. Participation is limited to 25. We opened it up today at noon, and we are up to 24 registrants already. So it's a popular event. And the movie we'll be showing is DC League of Super Pets. And our annual tree lighting will be held Friday, December 9th from 5 to 6. The Niskayuna High School Choir will be singing holiday tunes, and we'll be handing out hot chocolate and candy canes. A special thanks to the Highway Department for securing a tree for us for this event. And this is a live tree with a root ball, and in the spring will be planted in one of our parks. And as far as resolutions, I have none.
Lori, 2 things.
Yes,
Number 1, the Parents' Night Out, is that where you have it in the town board room?
we do.
Okay, so just remind me so I can help you get the screen set up. and
You
stuff.
got it. Thank you.
And number 2, for the Toys for Tots. Depending on how long it is gonna be till you get the cartons, do you want a couple of like the boxes like I have for the ink cartridges for
Do you
temporary?
have some? That would be
Yes.
wonderful, because I would like to get a jump start on that. Okay, that'd be wonderful. Thank you.
How many do you need?
Maybe like 1 for now,
Okay,
because I'm thinking the boxes should be coming out shortly. And then if I need another one before they get here, that'd be good. Oh, thank you so much.
you're welcome.
Thanks.
Then that blast will be going on tomorrow.
Okay. Well, you gonna let me know about that?
Yeah, after I get the box.
So we had, we talked about the blood drive. We had Our fall feast yesterday, which is probably the first real feast that we've had since before COVID. We had capped it at 40 because we just want to make sure we had the ebb and flow, and that it's a little different now after we revamped things a couple years ago. We met the 40, no problem. So we sold it out. Our partner there's not enough that we said for this partner. So she not only did we have some food left over, but she also did a cider station gratis for us. And the people that came, everybody sat, we served everything. It just went really well. It was probably one of the best ones we've ever had. In the 6 years of Darkmead, it was roasted vegetables, it was mashed potatoes, it was pie, pumpkin, apple, slice of each on each plate, pre-plated.
Cool. Oh, wow.
And then we had cookies, like frosted holiday cookies, like some were like Pilgrim women, Pilgrim men,
Oh my
and we
gosh.
gave those as going away. So
That's
that's people
cute.
would
Oh,
we would
how
hand those
cool.
out to people. So they were absolutely thrilled. And it just so that's something that we'll probably do again just because it worked so well. She's a really good partner. It's very easy. We have a flow down. So we put Jason over. And and Vito and Bob, who was our bus driver, they were all in some form or fashion and formerly like shorter cooks. So they're all, we were just
We did pretty good though.
yeah, we
We
did
got all the
great.
food out quick.
Yeah, Robin did the disclaimer that none of us are waitresses, so please be kind. And nobody dropped anything, so it was good. We are having our second Van Gogh trip, so that is Thursday, 11/17. We put it out, we did a blast because there was interest. We have 10 additional people that are going, so that's nice. We're going to do that on a Thursday. We have a new drain on the one side of the building, which it's still waiting for Mother Nature to really push it, really test it, but it looks lovely and they did a fantastic job. So we're excited to kind of, test it out and just be dry on that side of the building. So that's helpful. We'll address the other side later on. The new bus is up and running. We not only got the new bus up and running, but we also tested it with a substitute driver, and that worked out really well. So Will was really, really great. And our folks really loved him. So we kept it kind of simple, nothing too crazy for him, but it worked out great. And we have a couple of other names that we're going to try and put into rotation for future. So, a couch. We have a member whose mom just went into assisted living, and she very kindly donated. It's almost a big brand new couch. So the guys helped us with that, and we put it in our library. We have our book club the first Thursday of every month, and they just did The Lost Roses today. She had like 8 people down there, and then they're going to do The Lies I Tell by Julie Clark for December. Alzheimer's has seen some good traffic. So she's back on the first Friday of every month at 11 o'clock in the upper level. Blood pressure clinic with St. Peter's, that is going to be the 8th. And it depends. It just depends on who you've got and who needs to be seen, but it's always nice to be able to offer that to people. We also have another fellow who's going to talk about Medicare open enrollment. It's less of a talk and more of he is available to anybody who wants to meet with him, and he's in our library as well. SAS, we have a program on the 12th. That's a Saturday, 10:30 to 2:30. It's $30, and it's a collage workshop in the Matisse style. We're going to do our second Coffee with the Cop on the 15th. The first one went very well. They did not want to let him go. So he'll be coming back. And then defensive driving, which is always popular. We've got a lot of phone calls for that. I don't have the final number. It's
Full, so if someone calls.
oh yeah, about that.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but we have a lot of wiggle room down there. So good. So far, so good. Yeah. So I think Friday the 19th.
Is it an all-day class or just a few hours in the morning?
It's 9 to 4. So it's like a bring your own lunch, and there'll be a break to run out.
All right. And Eric, do you want to?
Do you want the phone number for that? I can give you the phone number if you want, if anybody wants to reserve.
Sure.
It's 518-761-6058.
7616058.
7616058. Yeah.
Thanks.
Mhm.
And Eric, you want to talk about the senior tax exemption?
Sure, thank you for having me here.
Sure.
In the month of November, we expect to have to do a mailing to certain senior citizens in town. But I'm letting them know that they may be qualified for a senior citizen exemption. Basically, if they earn less than $37,400, they qualify. If they make less than $29,000, they get 50% off their town, county, and school taxes. Problem with the senior citizen exemption is it's very hard to get the word out. If they don't have a very organized group, as I like to compare them to veterans who have a very, very structured, very organized group. When changes happen, they get the word out right away. We do get a database from the state, and the state is telling us these people may qualify, and some of them qualify. So as we're doing this, as they're senior citizens, it's just let them know you're going to get a postcard in the mail. Please, if you have any questions about it, call my office. We'll be happy to help you. The way we calculate income is not the same way the IRS does.
Okay.
So don't immediately look at it and say, oh, I'm not going to qualify.
Mhm.
It's good to get out there. And for a lot of senior citizens, there's a difference between eating and living in your home.
Oh, absolutely.
And you know that they've earned that right to stay in their home. And just one more thing, I know this is going to come up because people have asked about it, but the New York State Legislature has passed legislation, it's been signed, where that upper limits can be raised by local option by the county, town, and both of our school districts. Nothing's been happening yet. Okay, we're going to take our lead from the county, and hopefully everything works out well there. But when that does happen, we'll be getting word out as well. More mailers, more outreach, a little more time in the senior center, just to let people know there's a change, it can benefit you. Come to the office, talk to us, we can help you out with it, every step of the way.
I know when we had talked last week, you mentioned somehow reaching the group at the senior center or reaching a larger audience. Do you have information you want to leave down there, or?
Yeah, there's a lot of different ways and a lot of different times that we communicate with either townwide or to just the senior group. And
Okay.
so we can help with that.
Right, that'd be
And,
great.
but to show them exactly like a sample of what it is that they're going to receive in there, then they're less afraid of it. Fraud,
Okay.
fraud is the topic of conversation.
Okay.
So whatever we do to help.
Okay,
I
that'd
can
be
leave
great.
them an email or
Yeah.
or anything, or through Jason,
Either way.
Yeah, we're still working on the final version of the card.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay, I'll get that out to you.
Okay, great.
Okay,
Yeah.
and if they're concerned about fraud, they just have to come down here.
Mhm.
You know, they're in town hall, they're in my office, everything is secure.
Okay, great.
Okay, but of course, if people can't get to my office, I'll go to them.
Okay.
Don't have ID on me. We'll have a conversation before I show up. I'm not going to show up and ask for anybody's tax information.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, yeah, we want to work with everybody as much as possible.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay.
So keep us posted and let us know what we can do.
Yeah.
And Eric, before you go out, if you want, I can make you a fancy town of Niski and ID.
Okay, my new ID.
Yeah.
Melvin doesn't have a beard.
All right. Anybody have anything else? Our next meeting will be here in the Schaefer Room on Thursday, December 1st at 3 p.m. And I will.
I know, that happened, right?
And I will take a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
We're adjourned.